Oh man, I was praying on this all the time. You know, this is when I come up from River Valley and going up over the hill. I start singing the buffalo song, you know, and get up to over the top. Maybe there's some buffalo in there.
A lot of hardships that the buffalo went through. Their lives are just so parallel with ours.
The buffalo are strong. They've survived all these years, and so have we. We're still going.
Tell your children that we were up here close to the buffalo, that we sang a song for him, to honor him for as many years yet to come, and for our children, for our great-great-grandchildren, and all the generations yet to come, that they'll still have the beauty around them.
To have a large buffalo herds on the reservation at the turn of the century, when really you could add up all the rest of the buffalo in North America and it wouldn't add up to the number of buffalo that were on the Flathead Indian Reservation. And then have the reservation open up to homesteading, have those buffalo, even though some left earlier, but the remaining buffalo, which was a substantial herd, even then that was still the largest herd in North America, be forced to be removed from the reservation.
The buffalo has always been in our hearts, in everybody's hearts. But to be a native and not have buffalo, and then them finally coming back, and they are our buffalo, that is the most important thing. There's so many things you can learn from a buffalo, and how they act, how they behave, their demeanor, their strength, their kindness, their wiseness, how they run in a herd. So as a Flathead Nation, now we are truly a buffalo nation also.
We're really in this contemporary time of tribal people showing who we are as people now. We're not just historical figures. We're not just who we were when the lands that make up the Bison Range were removed from our control. We are people of vision. We are people who are scientific professionals. We're recreational professionals. We're economic professionals. But also to communicate the science and the reciprocity that we feel for bison.
It's our homeland. It's our home. We're not visitors to the Bison Range or even this Montana or Canada or Washington, Idaho. We're not visitors. We go to these places where our ancestors walked, where they died, where they made babies, where they raised families. And we feel them.
Each of the animals has a purpose, has a role in our lives. When the people arrived here, when we as the native people arrived, the animals are the important part that taught us how to live and how to be as a people, as the Salish, Kalispel, and Kootenai people. And it played many, many roles. A big role in our life, in our food system, our home system, everything that we did in our lives. The buffalo was probably one of the most important. When, at the beginning of time, the animals were kind of like the Creator assigned each and every animal a role that they played, a role that they carried out, whether it was the buffalo, the deer, the elk, the coyote, or whatever. They all had roles. And throughout the years, they taught us through the way they lived and taught us how to live our social lives, how to live the good life.
I'm a person that doesn't trust very easy. So I've just, all my life been hearing the older people talk about different things about our land and about our water and stuff. And that's where I get my mistrust from and where I get my anger at things. I'm at an age now, and everybody in my family older are all gone. And I'm the only one left, and so I think I just can't keep my mouth shut. I better say stuff. And this place has my respect and my heart, and so I'm just glad to be able to talk about it and encourage people to please respect this place. It's sacred to us.
As the bison became almost extinct, that's the same thing that happened to the culture, the language and culture of the people. And so, great hope for it was placed on Big Medicine. When Big Medicine was born, the people knew that it was an important sign that we would return, that the bison would return, which symbolically meant the culture would return.
I mean, when I think now back on it, 1992, is that like 30 years? And this year, we get it. So this celebration has so much significance of a process that the tribe has been under. It's been good, it's been bad, but there have been all of these different opportunities and chances, and come, it's going to be ours, it's not going to be ours. But here it is today, 30 years later. I think back and I think on that plane ride home with Mickey, and he was such a humble man. He never once ever thought that this needed to come to him because of his family. It was for the good of the tribe. So I think back 30 years, that's a generation and a half. And how often do we talk about we stand on the shoulders of those that come before us? And sitting in this chair today, I know that I stand on his shoulders and his fathers and his grandfathers and those that come before us. And I know that my yayas will be able to come here and be a part of this as a tribal facility now.
Entire lives were dependent upon how we interacted and respected buffalo and gave back to them, and then the fact that they were nearly wiped off the face of the planet. And we were fortunate to have some tribal visionaries here that brought buffalo back, and had some tribal member buffalo ranchers that helped with that conservation of buffalo.
My mom used to tell me about Michelle Pablo's buffalo that ran the valley from here to Hot Springs. And to think of those times when it was so open that they were free to wander as they are meant to do, it's kind of a cool idea. And to preserve this little 15,000 acres for 300 or 400 buffalo to maintain is very important for the tribes. There's that spiritual connection to the bison that will always be. I remember growing up as a kid, driving down 93, heading towards Roy Valley, and knowing this was the Bison Range, but it was federal land, and I just didn't feel welcome. We didn't stop. And it wasn't until the tribes had a hand in management, when they had the cooperative agreement in 2007 or so, I think it opened the eyes to a lot of tribal members that this is Indian land.
The bison, all the animals in it, the meadowlark singing around, all of this beauty all around us, above us, walking on it, even down to the wood ticks and the bugs. It's all a part, and we're just a little piece of this great creation.
So today, I'm just so happy and so glad that it feels like we've done something, we've accomplished something as a people that our ancestors have always wanted. And that is to keep that spirit of our animals, and today our buffalo, alive. So, and really tell the true story of what a buffalo really means to us and what it really is.